We have a major shortage of avocados starting to form out there here in the U.S. We have fruits and vegetables being rationed over in the U.K. We're going to be covering news articles. We're going to be covering updates of what's going on. We're going to be covering the Cisco food shortage report on what's going on with the market so that you can be informed before you set foot in the grocery store. This format has been tweaked. You guys said that you didn't like some things with it, so we changed some things. Let me know if you like this format better, if it's useful, or if you have some additional suggestions. I'm going to try to make this segment once a week useful to you guys. So let me know down in the comments down below how I'm doing. Welcome to the Poplar Report. Let me jump right into the report. All right, this is this week's food shortage report right there. As you can see, we're looking at what's going on June 21st. That was last Friday. These reports come out once a week. Big thing we're seeing out there, chicken tenders, right, and wings, of course, having extremely high demand out there. And we're also seeing that though they make up the smallest portion of the bird weight, the supply is really tight on those. All right, so that will bring us into the eggs. We're seeing pretty good things with the eggs, at least in this report, but a lot of you guys are out there reporting that eggs are in shortage mode. We're seeing prices double in some areas right now. So if egg prices haven't gone up yet where you are, expect them to increase very, very soon. This report's not covering that, but I'll give you that one free out there. All right, milk volumes are noted to be tighter. Okay, so as the temperatures rise, butter price is down, and cream availability is tightening up. All right, so cream volumes are generally able to meet processing needs so far. All right, we got soybean oil. We got this tight range they're talking about, and flat for the week. Palm oil demand's balanced. So basically what we're seeing with the seed oils is that things are relatively flat. They're not moving up or down. So we're seeing a little bit of good stuff on the planting side of things, but overseas we're seeing some slightly less than good stuff out there. All right, seafood. Snow crab season is 70% met in terms of quota. So harvest is good, but it's not great. King crab supply being short. And you can use Dungeness and snow crab for alternatives. Wild salmon is now in season. All right, we already saw what's going on with the wings and tenders. We got high demand, medium demand on the breast market. It's steady. Prices aren't going up or down. We got dark meat demand remaining very, very good. Pork butts relatively flat. Expect the markets to trend up after this flat week. So pork butts are going to be going up. Some pork products are going to be rising in prices, so be aware of that. Some of the ribs and everything like that should be coming down in price, so that's good news out there. Beef, higher cattle cost. Continuing to see prices rising for cattle. So they're going to be going for higher rate cuts. So they're going to be feeding them longer before they slaughter them. So there's going to be shortage issues, but they're going to be coming out with higher quality stuff that they're going to be wanting to charge more for. So if you want low quality meats and everything like that, you're going to be fighting more people for that. The COF report, that's cattle on feed, a report will be released this coming Friday. We will let you know what's going on with that, but they're projecting that the cattle on feed will be 1.1% below last year. So that means less cattle going into the slaughterhouses. That will definitely have an impact out there on what's going on. All right, let's look at what we got going on with the vegetables. Once again, let me know down in the comment section down below if this type of report is useful to you. I'm still figuring out the writing pen kind of thing to make sure that this is allowing you to kind of see what's going on here, what we're looking at each time. Asparagus market has is much higher. That means price is up because the supply has decreased significantly. as local production ends. Okay, so we're having issues with asparagus. Bell peppers, we're still having issues with bell peppers, right? We got the green bell in the east, very light. Demand is very high. Market is driving prices upward. Quality is good on what is shipped. Georgia crop coming to an end, and northern crops are not yet ready. So there's going to be this gap here. If you want green peppers, you can wait a little bit, and the northern markets should start producing those green peppers. Out in the west, all peppers are extremely short supply. So if you're looking for peppers out west, you're not going to be finding too much. But again, that should be something that should be it should be fixed as we go forward into the summer. Broccoli, we have lower yields there. Let's see if I can get a smaller pen here. Lower yields. Oh, it's like a crayon, huh? They're limiting supplies in both California and Mexico. And then not only broccoli, but we also having issues with cilantro, tight supply there. Celery, market is lower as we settle into Salinas, which is Central Valley in California. Cauliflower, market is lower on moderate demand. Cabbage, red pricing. So if you're looking for red, not so great, but regular cabbage, not such an issue. Okay, corn. Corn is still looking good. We got bicolor and we got yellow in Georgia and the southeast. Good supplies along with quality. Oh, I can do like a sharp, or I can do kind of a wide kind of thing. That's nice. In the west, also have good supply out west for the corn. Green beans. Supply is better. We were having some issues with green beans the last couple of weeks, but it is getting better out there, and prices are starting to come down. Somewhat limited out west with some new acreage coming into play next week, so there should be more green beans showing up soon. Iceberg, we've been having issues with iceberg, right? Better supplies and yields are moving back up, so we're going to have more supply up there. Prices will start coming down, and availability should be improving on iceberg lettuce. Onions, supplies are good still. We haven't had any real issues with onions, have we? All right, so we got potatoes. Obviously, you guys are all hearing about the whole big area out in Idaho that is not allowed to pump groundwater out of the ground. Now, I know there's some stories going around about the cobalt mine. There's issues with people talking about the data centers and stuff like that. But that's not necessarily the same thing, because we're talking about aquifers and groundwater. I really don't think they're pumping water out of wells and using that to cool the data centers. And I really don't think they're pumping water out of the aquifer to use for the cobalt mine. They're probably pulling water out of the river, and there isn't a shortage of water there. Their issue is that they're saying that there's issues with water in the aquifer underground. So, but all that said, the issue with not having a lot of those fields of potatoes are not going to be able to be harvested. They're going to dry up, and the potato plants are going to die or really, really struggle. So we're going to be seeing some issues with potatoes out there, right? Once again, the small potatoes, 90 to 120 count, are plentiful. The bigger sizes are harder to find. So if you're looking for potatoes, if you want potatoes, go for the smaller size. If you do see the bigger sizes and you want them, go for them, of course, but expect those to be lighter. Squash and zucchini, we're having a little bit of an issue last week. They're looking a little bit better, so that should be coming through the market. So if you're looking for zucchini or squash. We got tomatoes. We haven't really had too much problems with tomatoes just yet, so we'll just keep an eye on that, but don't really need to talk about it if it's not a problem, right? Avocados, this is the big one. We got a big deal happening with avocados out there. We have an incident, suspended Mexican imports into the U.S. unrelated to avocado production. The current inventory, there is current inventory, but it takes multiple days for the ripening process. We are expecting significant shortages for the balance of this week and all of next. At this time, as to when the border will reopen. We're going to be looking at a news article shortly about that. So if you like your avocados and you want your avocados, you better go out there and grab them before the end of this week, because by the end of this week, we're going to start seeing shortages appear all over the U.S. They move those avocados relatively quickly across the states. Blueberries. Supplies remain short for the next couple of weeks before rebounding. The market is steady at current higher levels. So we haven't seen too much issues out there with that either, blueberries. Citrus, we're still seeing issues with lemons, oranges, limes. We got lots of rainfall limiting the limes. We got regreening due to summer heat, but no effects on taste, just appearance. So your oranges are going to look a little weird out there, but that's all right. Lemons, imports are arriving and will continue to increase from late June into early July. We're having issues with lemons. Those are starting to get better. Cantaloupes are looking good. They're in season. If you want to get cantaloupes, this is a good time to get them. Honeydew volume is good with larger fruit as well. Seeing some scarring due to high winds, but internally the fruit is excellent. So get your melons, get your cantaloupes out there. All right, let's look at some of these articles of what's going on. So we got the avocado inspectors, USDA inspectors down at the farms and inspecting the avocados on the trees. A few of them were attacked, and so because the inspectors pulled out, that means that they can't bring those into the country, right? So 2 employees were attacked with the USDA while inspecting avocados, and they've been released. The department is halting avocados and mango inspections in the region as a safety measure. So that whole region that is very well known for producing avocados as well as somewhat mangoes, they're not able to import that into the U.S. at all. But other areas of Mexico are still sending those supplies in. But this will impact availability of avocados and to a much lesser extent mangoes. All right, we are seeing some other interesting things that we want to point out to you guys. That is, first off, that retailers are stocking up on staple snack food items to prepare for delays caused by worker strikes. We have a strike out there that's going to impact Ritz crackers, Chips Ahoy, Oreo cookies. We shouldn't be eating those, but if you do want to eat those, you might want to grab some before the strike happens. Like it says, stores are stocking up already, so they're stocking up for you. So hopefully there won't be any interruption to saltine crackers, Oreos, Chips Ahoy. No word on what generics may be impacted by this. If you're getting some value out of this, let me know down in the comments down below if you like this format here, being able to see it on the screen and getting a little bit of drawing done on here so you can see where we're talking about. The Brits are having some issues out here with the roast chicken. They are not getting roast chickens out to the store due to producers are finding it increasingly difficult to cope with the cost of getting the item on the shelves. Higher energy bills and packaging prices. So that's at a breaking point. They will not be doing that. Now, here's interesting here. We got fruit and vegetable stocks could also be hit as temperatures in Spain and Mediterranean region have made growing conditions difficult. This is what caused our olive oil shortage, Spain and Italy particularly. So this is important news out there again. This is impacting UK imports. So Lidl, which is one of the grocery stores there, has become a recent store to restrict sales of specific fruits. That's a big deal, restricting sale of fruits and vegetables. That is not a one-off either. as we're going to see right here. This is in line with similar actions taken by Tesco, Asda, Morrisons, and Aldi. Morrisons has gone one step further and is limiting some items to 2 per person, while Aldi and Tesco only allow 3 items per customer. This is impacting tobacco packs, peppers, cucumbers, lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower, salad bags, and raspberries are just a few of the items that Asda is restricting purchases on to 3 per person. You know, we talk about these kind of restrictions and rationing, and people are like, you're crazy, that could never happen. And then yet, it's happening right now in a country that it's a first world country, right? These shortages should be resolved, they're saying, in 2 to 4 weeks. But that might be a little optimistic. We'll see. But that's definitely starting to become a political issue right now over in the election there. All right, friends, if you found this report useful or helpful, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you have suggestions on how I can do this better, please let me know. If there's some of the pens that you didn't like, if you didn't like the crayon, let me know about that. The highlighter is a little big. I'll have to see if I can make that smaller. But thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right there on the screen. And we will see you guys over there, or we'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report out.